Hey everyone, I'm Andre Mizalira and I'm the CEO and franchise owner of Wings Mobile Detailing, a mobile service business. And in this video, I'm going to show you real world examples of the different types of franchise business you can own. It's between owner-operator, semi-absentee owner, and completely absentee owner. But first thing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you want to follow more of my videos showing you my day-to-day, me actually operating my franchise business, make sure to subscribe. Let's jump right into it. As an owner-operator, you're taking part of the operations of the business. You haven't hired a manager or other people to do the work for you related to operations. So I'll give you an example. For a mobile service business, same as the franchise that I operate, we have different ways in which a franchise owner can operate the business. One of which, being an owner-operator, includes them being there on the front line, them actually providing the service for the clients, hands-on doing the service. And so there's a model in which you can do that as well. They may hire helper as well, but they're still there. Owner-operator, they're still with hands-on. Which can also be considered hands-on is not necessarily you being there on the front line providing the service, but you taking phone calls, for example, from the clients, scheduling appointments and assigning the jobs to each one of your team members or vans in this case. And there are many people who like to do that, who be the owner operating and actually providing the services. Perhaps somebody loves providing the services in which the company provides, and they want to be there to be the guys actually hands-on providing the service and hire a helper, but they're out there in the field. You know, if you, for example, this business, you like mobile detailing services and cleaning cars, for example, you have a passion for that, you can do that. So let's say they want to invest in a business and be operating the business and providing the service the entire lives because they like that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend franchising, because franchises is more meant for you to get on a business, even though you want to start as operating, but it's really meant for you to actually grow and expand the business, not just be self-employed. But there's another video, subscribe to the channel, in which I go in details of if you're the right person and the right fit to franchise, or whether to start a business with your own brand. This other model of business is semi-absentee ownership. For this one, you're not out there in the front line providing the services. Absentee owner is when you have more flexibility with your time. You can still be responsible for the payrolls. You don't necessarily have hire a manager to manage your business, so you are the manager, the owner and the manager. So you are hiring people, finding new team members, running payroll, checking on the supplies of your team members, make sure they're all fully equipped so they go out there and provide the job. You also hire an assistant to take the phone calls and schedule and assign the jobs for your technicians, take all the phone calls, as well as hiring a marketing person. So even if you hire for all of these roles, marketing, taking the phone calls, people providing the actual service, that can still be considered as a semi-absentee ownership, because now you've delegated, you're not 100% there looking through all those things. So you see, it's a gap between you not being there on the front line and you taking certain tasks and then which is not going to take 100% of your time. With semi-absentee owner offers you great flexibility. You have more time to travel, enjoy your time with your family. You have more freedom as well. That's how you look for a great franchise. You want to see if they offer different ways, models in which you can operate the business. In this franchise business, for example, we have franchise owners that are semi-absentee owner, and they can travel, take their time off, and for the time that they're working from home office. They don't even need to go to the office because our services that we provide is mobile. The team members will be going to the client's house, and you can manage your business from your home office. This third way now is full absentee ownership. With this model, we were actually delegating all the tasks, and you certainly have a manager to oversee the entire operations and making sure everything's getting done. Things that you would be doing to have your eye there and manage, now you hire a manager and you're absentee. Almost completely. No business that you own, even if it's absentee owner, it's very rare where you find a business where you are 100% not even looking at a business. That doesn't exist unless it's an investment. Then it's simply you go to the stock market and invest in a business. You don't look at the operations at all. But if it's your business, even being absentee owner, it's a misperception people usually have, thinking that absentee ownership is completely hands-off. It's not, but you have much more flexibility. In this model, you hire a manager, or if you have a sector in your team which is responsible for taking the phone calls, for example, that manager is going to oversee the phone calls to make sure that the call center is working correctly. Such as payrolls as well, running payrolls, checking on resupplies as well for the team members. Everything. Your manager that you hire would have to know all the ins and outs of the business. They would have to understand in order for them to manage the business. We have an example at this mobile service business franchise that I own. We have one of the owners that is absentee owner. He has his manager that he hired and oversee all the operations. Of course, he has support of the actual franchise systems, which is given to him, such as the training systems for his employee, training for his manager as well. As I told you, the manager would have to know all the ins and outs of the business, even how the work is done on the front line. That's extremely important, that you know, or the manager knows what's going on the front line, how to provide the actual service. So in this case, the franchise systems helps with that as well, training your manager to do that. And in this particular case, this franchise owner, in which is an absentee owner, haven't provided any detailed services before, haven't provided the actual services, and the operations of the business is completely up to the manager to take care of. He's absent to the point where you don't hear from him in a couple of weeks, and the business is running smooth with all the systems in place. So here's the great difference. Of course, there are pros and cons. The pros, as an absentee owner, you have all the freedom. You're almost as an investor of the business, where you just go sometimes to check it out. Once a week or once or twice a month, you go and check out how your business is running, if there's any tweaks that needs to be done, in which you're gonna go over with your manager that you hired. If you're looking to invest in a franchise and you're looking at different models, even different industries as well, that's something that you want to look for, because there are some franchises that doesn't offer you the ability to be a semi-absentee or an absentee owner. For example, a lot of retail, restaurants, a lot of these, you have to be there on site. Even if you are not doing the operations, not preparing the food, not doing the cleaning, not running the payroll, but a lot of times for these retail and businesses like that, brick and mortar stores, you have to be there. So technically, you can't be a semi-absentee if you have to be there. Otherwise, if you're not there, everything turns into a nightmare. And so it's really look around for what businesses allow you to do that. So in this next few videos, and subscribe to the channel, I post videos here on this channel, me showing my day-to-day operations, me actually going to the job site, me operating the business as a semi-absentee owner. So check out the next video, and if you're interested to running the same franchise, owning a Wings Mobile Detailing franchise, check the link on the description, and it's worth to schedule a phone call consultation with our team.